From blue to red, we shift our 2016 focus in this segment from the Democrats to the Republicans. And we got a taste of this at last week's GOP debate. But this weekend, Jeb Bush, he doubled down and he really tried to knock down the Republican frontrunner, Donald Trump.
Just one other thing, I got to get this off my chest. Donald Trump is a jerk.
Thank you.
You cannot insult your way to the presidency. You can't disparage women, Hispanics, disabled people. Who is he kidding? This country is far better than that. And the idea that he's actually running for president and insulting people is deeply discouraging, to be honest with you.
He's trying. All right. Anyway, Jeb not the only one sounding the Trump alarm. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell with a warning about Republican candidates to the Senate and White House, or as a conservative blog Hot Air put it, let's not nominate a bunch of crazy Tea Party people, folks. Now, McConnell obviously referring to the candidate Trump, and also perhaps some others, saying a nominee who cannot win in purple states will not get elected. Now, there is reason for worry. Trump, he's got a 2-1 lead over the second place candidate Ted Cruz. He's up 22 over Rubio and 30 over the aforementioned Jeb Bush. But of course, that can change really fast, as we know. Just ask Presidents Howard Dean, Hillary Clinton, Rudy Giuliani, Newt Gingrich. All were leading at this point in the past 3 presidential races. But now, 2 of the top non-Trump Republicans, they're beginning to take shots at one another. Ted Cruz, number 2 in the polls, and Marco Rubio, they have been increasing the ferocity of the attacks on one another in recent days. Cruz even slamming the Wall Street Journal as he slammed Rubio. Now, the Texas Center, upset with a critical editorial from the Journal, suggested that they change their header to the Marco Rubio for President newspaper, end quote. That because Rubio fights for the principles they care about, and adding, there is no conservative in America who thinks that the Wall Street Journal is the voice of conservatism. Now, Bill,
he's right about that.
But my point is, this is like a circular firing squad,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. This is the no low contendere party right now. I mean, it is the Republican Party is in real trouble, and what you're seeing is other Republicans trying to mimic Trump's outrageousness to get headlines, and that can't stand. It's got to stop.
I actually think Cruz is much more focused and planned than.
I agree.
And the
Cruz
attack on Rubio as the candidate of Wall Street is actually a very shrewd thing to do.
The attack on the Wall Street Journal is what I really meant. Was that Cruz is trying to be the outrageous outsider, but to get into a fight with the Wall Street Journal editorial board and say that's not a mouthpiece of conservatism is insane.
It's not insane.
By normal standards.
It's
by
not
normal,
insane.
But not by 2015 standards.
If you're a populist and don't think corporate welfare and tax cuts for the rich are the way to go, attack the Wall Street Journal.
But Cruz isn't supposed to be a populist. Cruz is supposed to be a conservative.
And that's what Trump doing it. He self-identifies himself that way. That he's the real conservative.
They all identify as conservative, and most of them will accept the label populist without a lot of fight.
And Jeb is better than calling Donald Trump a jerk. It demeans him. I can call Donald Trump a jerk, but not, Jeb Bush shouldn't do it. He's a better man than that. He's got to wait it out.
I think I tend to agree with Richard on this. Look, I think Jeb is misplaced in going after Trump like that. He's trying to be outrageous. I don't think Cruz is trying to be outrageous. I think Cruz
trying
is
to be a populist.
He's labeling, he's tying Rubio to Wall Street. He's tying Rubio to the corporate Republican Party,
to the establishment,
which is Mitt Romney and
is accurate. It's true. Rubio is the preferred candidate of the Republican establishment.
Okay, but
right?
he's
yes.
Okay.
Yes. No further questions.
He's one of.
Good lawyer.
But the claim that Murdoch's paper is in the bag, and by the way, you're going to also pick indirectly a fight then with Fox News Network, Fox News Channel, and all the rest. It's early to be making these kind of enemies, and you're getting, like I said, Republicans after Republicans with no interest in what happens in the general.
With all due respect, it's exactly the right time to level that punch. He's fighting with Rubio for right-wing credibility, and a lot of those folks, in my judgment rightly, have no trust for Wall Street and the Wall Street Journal.
I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm not saying it's not a good tactic. What I'm saying is that it's hastening the split up of the Republican Party.
And that's a bad thing.
And that's a bad thing for me.
okay.
Well, if-
From
but-
where I come
But you know,
from.
I want to focus on the other
Yeah, it's
part.
a real problem.
Jeb Bush. It seems like there's a consensus that you felt that he shouldn't have made that comment about Donald Trump. I totally disagree.
I just don't think some guys can do it and some guys can't.
Yeah, but
It
he's
didn't come out.
finally starting to show some life. He's on life support.
Yeah.
This is the only thing that's going to save him.
Did he show? When you watched the clip, were you thinking he was showing a lot of life, or were you thinking he sort of
No,
he sort of
I think
swung
it's a
and
better way to
shanked
do it.
this
What
one?
There's a better way to do
what
it.
I'm saying is, at least he's fighting back. This keeps him in the game. It's the only thing that's going to keep him in the game right now.
He's right and he's wrong. He
Wait,
should
I'm
have done.
wrong?
Well, at the same time,
He's right.
at
He's
the
right.
same time, you have managed to do what no one else in commentary can do: be right and wrong at the same time.
Do you
he
imagine
needs to
how
fight
much
back.
pay-per-view could we get if we put Richard and Trump?
Oh.
Seriously, the two of them in like a 4x4 foot room, and they just
100
got
quid,
to
I'm in.
insult each other for an hour.
Oh,
I haven't insulted anybody. What are you talking about?
It's early.
You don't know
It's
what you're
6:22.
talking about, you
Exactly.
miserable.
You're right and you're wrong.
Demand,
So,
demand
yeah.
an apology, just
Yeah,
like Trump.
exactly.
Demand a-
Made an apology.
and wait, what was I wrong about?
You were wrong about the
He follows
way
up
about the way he did it. He doesn't have to call him a name. You were right about the part he should be attacking him.
Guys,
You
this
were-
is television. You got to play to the. See, you guys are not dealing with
Did
reality.
you just say you people?
What's wrong? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Out of all
Please
the
move
folks at this
ahead here.
table, out of the five of us, why can't I say you people?
Okay.
You shouldn't say you people,
what
but I can say it.
What Jeb said, he looked right at the audience and was like, Donald Trump's a jerk. Like he didn't even play it very well.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good swing, but as I said before, I think he shanked it.
Did,
I
did
don't think that's the
everybody play it? Did every news station play that soundbite?
It got
Touche.
to play.
It didn't.
There
hurt.
you
Then
go.
everybody
Okay,
sees-
there you go.
But
You know what?
looking-
You know what,
like
Bill?
Amy.
You people are right.
And this is for Democrats too. There's no such thing anymore as party bosses. You can't keep
What,
anybody
you
in
longing
line.
for the days of Boston.
No, but I'm saying if I was a Republican and I wanted to advance Republican agendas and I wanted to have a better chance to control both the House, the Senate, as well as the White House, with everything at stake and everything else, you'd figure you'd be able to get everybody in line so they wouldn't be taking shots.
The good old days of the backroom deal.
Sometimes
leaders
the good old
picking
days,
the candidates.
you needed a
The
backroom
parties,
deal.
the parties don't have the money
Yeah, I
anymore.
mean-
The money was the muscle, wasn't it? I mean, with Citizens
This
United, with all the
democracy
money
stuff
funneling in
has
from other
to
places,
stop.
it's
No,
not.
it's a good point.
Yo.
What happened to the sit down right in the back of McManus's on
There you go.
over on 19th Street? It was
This-
like, hey guys, let's keep it
This
together.
election stuff, this people voting stuff, we got to do something about that.
He's gonna be a direct democracy guy.
I don't know. I think if I'm the Republicans, honestly, I say to myself, there's no way Cruz is going to win. Trump's crazy enough. I don't know what can happen anymore. I'm not.
could win. He could win.
Because the reason why I'm saying I don't know anymore is you can't embarrass the guy. There's nothing that'll come out. I don't care what dirt you have on him, right? I mean, he's insulted pretty much every single
Well, you're right,
social
Richard,
class.
but here's a
ethnicity.
prediction. If he's the nominee, there are going to be some skeletons popping out.
Sure.
Woo. That
And,
they're going to
and
have
here's the
about,
best question.
about his
If
personal
he's the
life.
nominee,
Won't hurt him, yeah.
do Republicans, like if you're John McCain, and I know he doesn't have a huge following in the Republican Party, but still,
They walk away.
they walk away from
They
him.
walk away.
But do they walk to her?
Maybe, or they do a write-in. I don't know what they do. I don't know what I'm going to do. I know I'm not going to vote for him, no matter
Yeah.
what.
Who are you going to vote for?
I don't think
Hillary
it gets
Trump. Who do you vote for?
You know what? I decided. I knew that question was going to come up, and I think I'm going to do a write-in.
For who?
Ronald Reagan. I'm going to put in there.
He's dead.
I don't think
Yeah, I'll
he-
take him. I'll put him in anyway.
Don't go to strangers, Bill.
Yeah, I'm thinking Brodsky. Maybe Brodsky.
All right, Canada, here we come. All right, coming up next. 2015 will not go down as a stellar year when it comes to New York politics, but there were winners and certainly there were losers. The question is, will you agree with our list or our panel? Stay with us.